Hello.
There we go.
Welcome to Pantsless Pride 2025 Game 3. Obviously, last year's event was Crit Award nominated. Hopefully, we can make something equally incredible this year, raising money for PFLAG, an organisation dedicated to supporting, educating, and advocating for LGBTQ plus people and those who love them. We're going to be playing a one-shot I have written based on the Modifius Discworld quick start rules, as I am still waiting for the full game, which will be shipped shortly, I believe. But yeah, I am your storyteller, narrator, all-round madman, Mike. I use he/him pronouns, and I will be guiding our wonderful cast of players through the streets of Ankh-Morpork. And talking of our wonderful players, let's kick off with some introductions of who they are and who they'll be playing. Let's start with... let's go with Rufus first, and then we'll work our way.
Hello, stream. It's me first. Let me tell you, if you wanted to see this game played with a level of expertise, I'll be playing Detective Scrubert Dunican and his human handler Shagri. When Shagri was taking a police dog for a walk, he was walking past the Alchemist Guild. There was a big explosion, and when they both came to, Shagri was as stupid as a golden retriever. Meanwhile, Scrubert Dunican is as smart a detective as the Discworld has ever known. They're both he, him, as am I, and looking forward to this stream.
Awesome. Let's go next to Rose.
Hi, I am Rose Blossom, or Rose for short. Sorry, what do I say?
What are your pronouns?
And who you'll be playing and such like.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Rose Blossom, aka Rose. I go by any pronouns, and I will be playing Constable Cliff, a pre-gen character from the Discworld Quick Start, and his pronouns are, well, my pronouns are he, him.
Fabulous. Hector.
Hello, my name is Hector, aka Okami, everywhere on the internet. My pronouns are he, they, and I am really, really excited because I'm going to be playing Christopher Winkle. Pronouns he, him. It is incredibly important because I am a witch, not a wizard, but a witch. I am a gender outlaw.
Amazing. Let's go to Lynn next.
Hey everyone, I'm Lynn, she, they, and today I am playing Constable Theodora Milenio, she, her, who has given up a prestigious position in the Beggars Guild to be a member of the Watch.
Wonderful. And maybe we'll encounter some previous Beggars Guild friends of yours along the way. They'll be up to some donations, which I'll talk about later. Denver, let's go.
Hey y'all, I'm Denver, she, they pronouns. I'm playing one of the pre-gen characters, Misbegots and Ampersands, a little gargoyle who has an animal problem.
I mean, I guess don't we all have an animal problem? And talking of which, here's Addy.
I love the segue. Hello, people of the internet. I am Adi MK, and today I shall be playing Special Constable Librarian. Yes, that librarian, the librarian, master of L space, and a special constable attached to the Watch for specific purposes. He is part of the Watch and part of Unseen University. He is a wizard who was turned into an orangutan and does not wanted to be anything else after that. He is 222 pounds of fury. He is a research specialist. Specificity matters. He is easily distracted by books, bananas, and other B words, and he is definitely not a monkey. He talks usually by a explosive combination of very exuberant body language and eye rolls and ooks and eeks, but people know how that sounds like, and it usually it comes through in a way that makes him sound like this, and rather deep actually.
Love it when Audie gets a deep voice.
Ook indeed.
Wonderful. Okay, so I mentioned some incentives for the stream. I will run through those now. So if you donate $5, you can upgrade a player dice roll. The way Discord works is players are assigned a dice to compete against the GM's die, and that's based on how adept they are at something. So it could range from a D4 up to a D12. If somebody has a D12 in it and you've upgraded it, what the hell? I'll let them roll a D20 and we'll see how that looks. A $10 donation gets you a roll on the Discworld random encounter table to have a well-known character appear. A $25 donation will get all of this lot free reign whilst I eat one of Diddler's pies. Probably should disclose that they're not actually Diddler's pies. They are simply generic supermarket pork pies, but hey, we'll go with it. I'm sure that's what I need at 10:30 in the evening.
Old CMT Diddler, old CMT Diddler himself. Damn.
Apparently, my phone just decided to talk to me. A $50 donation gets you a million to one shot. Happens all the time, which is whatever the players suggest, whatever bullshit they come up with, just happens, which is a mechanic in the game anyway, but you can force it to happen. And a $100 donation, please, for the love of God, if you're going to inflict this on me, at least let me get through the introduction to the game before you do it, because it will mean I have to destroy my notes and go unguided through this ridiculous thing that I've kind of half written. So yeah, please give generously, but not yet. So yeah, here we go. Now I am going to have to look at my notes because this is a thing what I have wrote. The Discworld spins through space. A flat expanse carried on the backs of 4 giant elephants, who in turn stand upon the shell of the great Artuin, the star turtle. Oceans cascade endlessly over its edge at the rimfall, and at its hub, the colossal peak of Cori Celesti pierces the sky, home to the gods. It's a world of magic, powered by belief, where the improbable is merely a daily occurrence. And upon this improbable, glorious disk, our story settles on the sprawling, grimy, magnificent metropolis of Ankh-Morpork. Nestled on the sluggish, optimistically named River Ankh, the city is a grimy, chaotic organism of cobbled streets, teetering tenements, and the grand spires of its various guilds. From above, it's a haphazard jigsaw puzzle of humanity and commerce, where the smell of stale beer, old money, and something vaguely unidentifiable hang perpetually in the air. At street level, it's a dunny heap, but it's our dunny heap, and if you try taking it from us, we'll tell our mums, and then you will be in trouble. So as we pan into Ankh-Morpork through the streets, we settle upon a battered-looking building called Pseudopolis Yard, home of the Ankh-Morpork City Watch. The place is abuzz with activity, Everywhere you look, people are polishing their breastplates, buffing their helmets, or in the case of Sergeant Detritus, having fresh lichen implanted into their crevices. One by one, watchmen ready themselves and leave, until you are left alone in the break room. An eerie silence that you've not experienced in your short time in the watch descends. You're kind of all feeling a little relaxed, a little bit apprehensive about what's happening next. And the doors fly open. And a very beleaguered looking Commander Vimes enters in his finest ceremonial dress, which for any of you who have previously met Commander Vimes will know is not a look he appreciates. Right, you lot, gather round, look lively. You call that a line? Come on. Right, you smell that? The whiff of desperation and cheap cologne. That's the Opera House tonight. Big doings going on, lots of pointy hats and even pointier elbows trying to get the free sausage rolls. Some fancy theatre production is in town to debut their new musical sensation about a couple of witches. Weatherwax, it's called. And the cream, curdled though it is.
Oh my goodness.
The cream, curdled though it is, of the City Watch will be inside, overseeing the cultural enrichment of our fine city. Specifically, they'll be making sure no one tries to swap the lead soprano for a sack of potatoes or stuff sonkies into the brass instruments again. And you lucky devils, get the real Hank Moorpork experience. While the sergeants are dabbing their eyes at the poignant rendition of For Goodness Sake, you'll be out here where the air is thick with the more earthy aromas of our fair metropolis. You'll learn the delicate dance of separating two gentlemen who have differing opinions on the optimal number of limbs the other should possess. While the aristocracy are gasping at the dramatic tension of defiling Granny's tea. You'll be dealing with the more mundane yet equally dramatic tension of a runaway cabbage cart. Think of it as field work. Practical application of all that thrilling theory you've been taught by Fred and Nobby. Consider yourselves the vanguard, if that makes you feel any better about it. Unsung heroes who keep the wheels of our chaotic world turning whilst the fancy folk dabble in make-believe. Tonight, you become coppers. So keep your eyes peeled, your wits sharper than a goblin's toenail, and try not to lose any limbs. Or your minds. It's a long night, and the city has a funny way of testing those who walk its streets after dark. I want to hear those cries of 3 o'clock and all's well, and be convinced that it actually might be. Now, as you were, and Vimes exits.
Oh, fuck.
Christopher just collapses onto the table in despair. Oh,
The librarian pokes out from under the table because that's where he went to hide when he heard of some play about fucking Granny Weatherwax. Yeah. The librarian has reached out and he's taken Christopher's hand and is just like stroking it, going, there. I understand. I understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm quite sad, Christopher, because they say free sausages and there won't be free sausages. Why you bring that up?
The terrible thing to do.
Granny Weatherwax is an icon of witchery, and I'm missing it. It is so. Just to kind of give you a vision, Christopher Winkle is what would colloquially be called a turbo twink, rail thin, bright young face, mousy mop of brown hair underneath a ginormous floppy witch hat with a form-fitted, well-tailored copper uniform, and the witch hat has like a belt on it around it that's kind of almost like a pilgrim hat, but not really. It's just meant to match the aesthetic of his copper uniform, and he is just utterly in despair at the idea of missing out on this musical.
Cliff also walks over to you and like pats you gently on the back and is like, "Oh, there, oh no. It's a sad thing."
At least I can be secure that I'm being trusted with such an important responsibility for the people of the city.
It's very important. I'm sure Grandma Weatherwax would be proud if she learned of it.
You think so? Do you really think so, Cliff?
I certainly do.
And
You
Christopher just
are
starts drying his eyes.
optimistic.
Ooh, thank you, Hooblu. We've had a $5 donation already, so whatever the first dice roll is of the game will be upgraded. So take note of that.
Oh, thank you, librarian.
Ook. Ook. It will all be all right.
You kind of have a few minutes before your shift begins, so if you want to acquaint yourselves with each other or kind of get a feel for each other, you can. And when you're ready to leave, let me know.
Scroober wanders around sniffing everyone and telepathically says to Shagri that patrol is honestly absolutely beneath me. But these are things one must do when one is a dog. Wouldn't you agree, Shagri, old boy? And he looks around and Shagri is trying to scratch behind his own ear with his foot.
Amazing.
And while everybody's kind of focusing on Christopher, there's just this little skittering sound. And probably while Scroober is busy discussing matters with Shagri, little gargoyle, stop motion puppetry. That's kind of how the little gargoyle moves. And while nobody is looking, it just reaches up and pat on Christopher's leg in sympathy.
Aww.
But the moment somebody looks at him, they just freeze.
Oh, God. Nice.
Officer Leon, you mentioned the meat pies. If you like, I'd be more than happy to purchase some for you while on patrol.
Ook.
Theodora?
Oh, you offered. Yes, of course. Yes, absolutely. One pie.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I was no reason to go hungry while we're on patrol.
Absolutely.
That's
It is
very
not
cool.
policy. It is not policy to eat while on patrol.
Well, I mean, of course, but it's different. A decent, meat pie on the way. It's not the same.
Ook. And we'll pat you and amble off.
So you guys gradually kind of fall into some form of readiness. Once all the butt sniffing and the handshaking and the leg patting has been kind of done, I guess.
Can I sorry, just before we get going, in sniffing everyone, I mean, I am a detective and I am a dog. I've got an incredible, capacity for this sort of thing. Do I sniff anything weird on anyone?
Okay. Let me.
Is there a traitor in our midst? Is there something that would rattle my cage?
I mean,
And-
Miss Begot smells like pigeon poop a little bit.
And if I'm expecting that, that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's when that's a surprise that you've got an issue.
So I would say this
have
is.
a question. I have a question, actually. Would Screwbird be able to talk to the librarian given that they're both animals?
That's a good question. I mean, I think I'm gonna say that they would be able to communicate, but it would be like you're both speaking different languages, right? It'd be like a Spanish person talking to a Japanese person.
Impossible.
Oh yes,
Not
yeah.
necessarily.
Well known that
Yeah.
those two languages are diametrically opposed and can never be.
You Google it. You try and get a flight from Tokyo to Barcelona. They will not let you.
I mean,
I shall take
they
your word
have
for
one
it.
word in common. The word for bread.
Because it's a borrowed word.
Wow.
Yeah.
Translation.
Yeah. Give me a roll then, Rufus. I will
Now,
say.
do we establish this between ourselves, or do you just tell me? Is it more of a dictatorial situation?
It's a conversation to be had. So I would say that you're an experienced detective who has a very keen nose and is well known for sniffing out the truth.
Yeah.
So I would probably say that I would argue you should use a D10, which would mean with the upgrade from Hooblu you get to roll a D12.
Hey. Thank you, Hooblu. You know who you are. And I just have to beat your narrativium dice. That's
You do, and you do not have to roll very high to beat it.
Well, I probably did need to roll slightly higher than a 4, in truth.
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, let's go.
So what can you glean from? Let me have a little look through.
Interesting.
I think you could, whether or not you know that Theodora used to be in the Beggars Guild is a good question. But you would certainly, there's a smell there that you recognize from a couple of unsolved crimes from many years ago, I'd say.
Right, okay. Yeah, lovely. Just gives me an idea of who I can trust, you know.
I mean, I'd say from the librarian, you'd smell books, ink,
Bananas.
All of the smells of Unseen University, and some strange smells that you cannot definitely not place. And then there's a lot of bananas, lots and lots of bananas in different states of ripeness, and really fresh armor because it's been a while since he's joined any duty in the watch.
Now, you're never going to believe this, but that's the exact identical description of Sauvage by Johnny Depp. Weird. Coincidence. It's like you're reading off the box.
Oh, damn.
Really? What an absolute turn up for the books.
Damn. Okay.
I will say that, like, on the way, as they're all filing out, Christopher will give our hound detective like a little meat treat. It's like, here you go, enjoy.
Who are you giving that to? Sorry.
Oh, to your character, Rufus.
Oh, lovely. I feel like
Bribery.
I basically find myself both annoyed that I'm being slightly patronised, like I'm being treated like a dog, but at the same time I am a dog, so I absolutely do take the treat, and you see my tail wag. But internally, there's a conflict. But I do absolutely trust you more. It's totally worked for what that's worth.
The librarian does have a banana out. It is even peeled.
What is it that you were that you said, Rose? That Cliff says?
When? I didn't say anything right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was just laughing.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But no,
you're good.
Yeah, Christopher, doesn't necessarily lead the way, but is leading the way, kind of like a little bit of a diva, opening the doors into the streets of the city, and we just start patrolling.
Cool. So yeah, you'll leave the watch house, and for those of you, which would be all who are seasoned residents of Ankh-Morpork, you'll know that the doors of Pseudopolis Yard open into the main square, and that's where the Opera House is. So you can see all the gathering crowds, the red carpet, the iconographs flashing as the stars take their positions inside, and the nobility of Ankh-Morpork all filter in, giving interviews to William de Word of the Times on their way in. And you begin your patrol. Before long, falling into that easy stroll that only a beat copper can perfect. One leg doing all the heavy lifting while the other just swings into place. And you start your regular rounds. Or not so regular if you're a detective who's been lumbered with this duty, as Rubius has. And after an hour or so, the bustle has subsided. And as one would assume, the crowds have either entered for the performance or got bored, run out of cabbages to throw, and gone home. And as you reach the end of the Street of Small Gods, you're almost knocked over by a man rushing headlong into you. Papers scattered everywhere as he collides with... Oh, poor him, Cliff.
Well, considering I'm made of stone, I probably don't move a whole lot, but I'm definitely startled, so I'm like, oh my goodness, are you all right there?
Oh, thank goodness, the man says, kind of holding his head and his knee at the same time as he gets back to his feet. I was beginning to think there weren't any watch around tonight, and I'd have to go to his lordship with this. Please, officers, you have to help me.
Well, what? Of course, that's what we're here. We're here to serve the community. How may we help?
So, okay, I need to stress that.
No need to stress. We're here now.
It's not a big deal, but if we could sort this out in the very near future, that would be great. My name is Filibuster. I'm a clerk at the palace. As you will of course know, we're hosting the gala after the opera, and how do I say this? There's been a theft.
Oh my! Please tell us more, sir.
A priceless and perhaps more importantly, delicious pate intended for the dinner has been stolen from the pantry. Yes, please come quickly.
Well, right away. Lead the way.
So yeah, you follow Filibuster. He takes you to the palace. You pass the normal guards. They give you little nods as you're escorted into a sitting room. Now I gathered all the people who were there. I didn't know what else to do. The kitchens have been blocked off. So if you need to investigate those, you may. But yeah, help. I mean, can we please get to the bottom of this before it appears?
Of
Are we all there?
Mm-hmm.
We've all gone as one. Lovely.
Provided you all followed, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have a quick sniff about, see if I can get a feed on the pate?
Yeah. Do you want to head to the kitchen first, or do you want to talk to the witnesses?
Absolutely. Well, I was just going to smell. I assumed he'd taken us to where he'd last seen the pate. Has he not? He's taken us to the sitting room.
He's taken you to the sitting room where the people are, but he has blocked off the kitchen so that you can investigate there. Because he's
a
clerk and he's heard of forensics. He doesn't know what they are, but he's heard of them.
I'll stand down and wait until everyone else has done their business, but I'm trying to tell Shagri to stop pulling on the curtain.
So I would like to do something ridiculously witchy. This is what I would like to do, and you let me know if I can pull this off. I dig into my little linen side satchel, which has all kinds of cool flowers and things stitched in embroidery, and I pull it out, and out of it, seemingly, kind of like a bag of holding or the TARDIS, I pull out a teapot, a tea kettle, some herbs, a bottle of water, and I go over to the fireplace in the sitting room. And I immediately start brewing some tea. And it looks kind of boring and mild-mannered as I'm making some tea to share with the witnesses. But here's the trick. I'm using truth-telling herbs. And anyone who sips on this tea through casual conversation, I will be able to get them to tell the truth.
Okay.
It's used often, but in this case, I'm using it to interrogate witnesses. What kind of role should I make?
Yeah, so your background as a witch, you will be familiar with these herbs. So I think it's fair that you could use a D10. Yeah, you can use a D10 for this role.
All right.
Would I know enough about witches, given that I'm the librarian of Unseen University, to know to be careful about this drink?
Now, witch magic and wizard magic is very different.
Headology, etc.
Yeah. So I would say that you don't get the kind of thalamic resonance that you normally would.
The general sense of caution that most wizards have to have in while being part of Unseen University. You have to be careful about all of the other wizards who are below you.
You certainly wouldn't want to drink the tea yourself.
Yeah, right. You'd be careful about shit like this, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas that's a basic fundamental foundation of the librarian, I think.
Yeah, whereas the three people who have been gathered in this room probably aren't as clued in as you, so they would accept tea at a time of crisis, I'm sure. Now, Hector, you have a 4 to beat. So
okay. Hopefully, roll high, or low. Low might be more interesting. Nope, I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you remember your training. You mix the right quantities of herbs, and graciously offer around this tea to the 3 witnesses or people who were present, who are Mrs. Higginbottom, the housekeeper, Gimble, who is a bored and sarcastic junior clerk, and the overly enthusiastic palace chef who goes by the name of Sous Vide.
Would you say that one more time?
So Mrs. Higginbottom, the housekeeper, Gimbal, the clerk, and Sous Vide, the chef.
Who works where?
So she's the palace chef.
He works in the palace. Okay.
Yeah.
Like for the petition in specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she is responsible for making the pate.
Okay.
I think Theodora hands out the tea, but she doesn't exactly know what Christopher's doing, and will just take a little swig, hand them out, and announce, "Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of forensics in the kitchen, just check out the thing, and then eat all the food, and then she'll walk out. She'll walk into the.
Oh no, but the biscuits were full. They were full of witnesses.
And as soon as that happens, like whoever still has tea in their cup, the librarian would just look at them and go, smile, and then just pour the tea over his shoulder and ooh.
So it looks like we're splitting into two teams. So the forensics team is going to be Theodora.
Miss Bigot will follow.
Yeah.
Miss Bigot will follow Theodora. Once nobody is looking at them.
I will motion with my eyes to Duncan to like go with Theodora, because this is Discworld, right? I'm a witch. That animal is not an animal. I think that they're smart, and they are at the very least a really powerful familiar, or as smart as the orangutan. So I'm just gonna like motion with my eyes for Rufus
to Scroobius Dunican.
To Scroobius Dunican to follow Theodora, like
which I do.
So that would leave the librarian, Christopher, and Cliff on the interrogation team.
Just the information's out there. How long does the truth-telling tea last for?
Oh, we'll keep it simple. An hour.
Oh, good.
I think that sounds fair, right, Mike? Enough for.
Yep, you've made a brew that you think should last an hour. It will in fact last 3, but you don't need to know that.
I made it a little too strong.
Oh, 3 pinches of herbs.
Whoops. I put 3 tablespoons.
I thought it was handfuls.
Very easy
pinches.
mistake. Seems like a very easy mistake to make.
Let's see which we resolve first. Somebody roll me a d6. On an odd number, we'll do interrogation. On an even, we'll do forensics.
All right. Denver, do you have it?
Yep, I got 4.
All right, ampersands.
So forensics it is. Okay. So you guys are led by Filibuster to the kitchens, which are a sorry mess. There is ingredients everywhere. There's just it looks like something has been utterly destroyed. Whoever came through here did so like a blizzard, searching for what they wanted. At first glance, there is flour on the surfaces, and on the floor there is cake mixture up the walls. Just anything you could imagine in the wrong place is there.
Right. Can I roll to get a sniff for pate?
Absolutely. Okay, your nose is good.
You may have set a dangerous precedent with a D10 on the last one that got upgraded by Hooblu.
How much experience have you had in haute cuisine?
I take your haute cuisine, but I provide back meat.
I am nothing if not swayed by a good argument. So yes, a D10 it is.
Okay, thank you.
That was a good hustle. Damn.
Come on, better than a 4. It's a 4.
You have been unfortunate that my first good roll of the game was that resolving. There we are. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fair enough. This is the first time I've used these dice, and I'm now worried that the
only going to roll a 4.
4s. I might just roll it a few times and see if I can. Oh, a 1. These are terrible.
That's why you cleanse your dice before you play with them.
Oh, this is.
I could go into a whole speech about divination versus games, the further back you go in history, blah, 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 but we'll just skip that later. just consider that one of the Terry Practice footnotes.
Scroobius, nose to the ground, keen senses, moves around the kitchen like a well-oiled machine, like it's something they've done 100 times. And Rufus, you are convinced you've got the scent. That's it. You've got the pate, and you are 100% certain it's in the cupboard under the sink. And yeah, you are. If you were a pointer, you would be pointing.
I go and grab Shagri's wrist with my mouth and start dragging him towards the sink, whilst telepathically saying, "Come on, you idiot."
Shagri, of course, follows because that's what he does.
Yeah.
Opens up the cupboard for you, and I mean, it's definitely meat, and to some residents of Ankh-Morpork, it would be a delicacy. There are 3 dead rats under the sink. Very dead rats. They're probably the right consistency
for pate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something tells me this isn't the pate. I don't know what though.
Dwarves would be very happy.
The smell's so overpowering that Scroobius doesn't try again, I assume.
For a little while, yeah.
For a little while, yes.
Yes.
And with a turned stomach, looks round to
Theodora and Miss Magotts, I believe, were.
Theodora.
Yeah. Yes. Theodora has just whatever good-looking food is around, just stuffed in her mouth.
Yeah, give me a D6 roll.
D6.
While Theodora and Scroobert are distracted, Miss Bigotts is going to skitter over to the cabinet under the sink and grab one of the rats and proceed to eat it.
Hold up. 4.
Seems fitting. A 4? Yeah, a 4 is good enough. You have managed to find suitably good food, not something that you have much experience with from your begging days. But yeah, there's some lovely cookies that have been very fancily iced with little witches' hats on them, and you're chomping away on those quite easily. But you do.
I had to make sure the pate was not inside the cakes.
It's a good thing, but you. How distracted do you think you are by the food?
pretty distracted.
Yeah.
Did not intend to do forensics. It was the tea that made her said that. Doesn't have a damn clue idea what forensics are. Just it means it lets you go wherever you want to.
Absolutely fine. Yeah. You have found the cookies and you are very happy having done so. Is Miss Begots just going to eat a rat, or are they going to do some digging around?
Once they've had their rat, they are going to start looking around, making a note of different code violations that they see.
Wonderful. You
Things like building code violations, that sort of thing, health code, if there is such a thing.
you are an experienced noticer, are you not?
Yep, I am.
Then an experienced noticer, I believe, should get a D10 on the noticing, because whilst it isn't your normal environs, you may. No, people, stop encouraging people to donate $100. I need my notes.
Do it. $100. It's not that much.
What do I have to beat?
You have to beat a 4.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled a 7 then.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Yes. Please let it be the gargoyle that stumbles on our first big clue.
And with this,
Let
he
it
begins
Let
to
it be the
tremble.
person that's actually doing actual police work, actual investigative work. Find it. It's not us. It's not...
While you're chomping on a rat, chomping probably not the right word. Slurping on a rat.
Yeah.
You spot the flour that's been strewn about, and you have a closer look, and there are definitely some tiny, greasy footprints in the flour.
Ook.
With my roll, would I notice whether those footprints are of similar size to my footprints, or are they bigger or smaller?
They're definitely smaller, but they're humanoid at least. They appear to be like booted footprints. They're definitely not rats, but maybe a similar size foot.
I found a clue.
Oh, good.
Screwbit bounds over. Shagri is licking some of the spilled food on a counter. He barks at the gargoyle.
Misbegotten and Ampersand just freezes upon being perceived.
Oh, Theodore, turn around.
Screwbit rolls his eyes, but follows the line of sight where Miss Begot was, looking. So, assuming that the gargoyle isn't so smart, if they shouted, "I found a clue," they were probably still looking at it by the time he got over there. So,
A reasonable
roll
assumption.
to see if I also noticed the.
No, I think they've been pointed out, so you can absolutely spot them. You can give them a sniff if you wish.
Thank you. With a 10.
Yeah, we've established it's a 10 for sniffing things.
Given that a lot
days, these dice are horrendous.
You've only got a 1
high
to
numbers
beat.
on them. Sorry.
You've only got to beat a
given that
1.
I was just
Sorry,
going to think, I was
2.
thinking, given that I am the librarian and a lot of gargoyles nest on the Unseen University, would I know Ampersand, Misbegotten Ampersand?
Yeah, you'd have encountered them on definitely on Misbegot's Bridge before.
Okay.
Yeah, well, if you were in the same room, you would probably sort of certainly interpret their freezing. You've experienced that before. It's a common trait with gargoyles. Yeah, a 2 is good enough, Rufus, because I rolled crap this time. So yeah, you have a sniff, and there's a hint of you're not sure which of the little folk it is. It could be Pixie, it could be Brownie, it could be any number. You're fairly sure it's not Knack-Mack Feegle because it doesn't smell of alcohol.
Right.
That's probably the only thing you can rule out. It's not a Feegle, but it is one of the smaller fey creatures.
Right, okay.
Not gonna lie, that makes me sigh in relief. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
It also means I don't have to do a terrible Scottish accent, so that's why it's not Feegle.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And you guys can spend several more minutes kind of looking around for anything else, but that's probably all you think you can ascertain from there. And we will cut back to the living room, the sitting room, where our 3 witnesses have been plied with truth-telling tea. Please tell me how you would like to approach them and who would approach them.
So I kind of want to set this up so that each witness sits down, they have tea, they calm down. I take out another bag of biscuits out of the bag once Theodora has left and refill the tray. They're just regular biscuits. There's nothing special about them other than that they're made with love. And I feel like, funnily enough, myself, the librarian, and Cliff are just going to very kindly try and keep the witnesses calm, amenable, sipping the tea, and ask them basic questions. Like, we're not going to try and scare them. Cliff looks scary enough, right? So we're just...
But I'm not. I'll try my best not to be scary. I don't want to scare nobody.
Yeah, exactly. See, and we're just gonna
What
lean.
kind of biscuits, though? That's what Callum wants to know.
Oh my gosh! Lemon.
Lemon biscuits.
Yes.
I'd say the librarian is on the table actually as all of this is happening, and he has the tea and a saucer in his lower legs, and he's using his top hands to. There's a massive, rack of bananas, cut from the tree that he's just peeling and quietly eating. Occasionally offers one to someone who looks at him for a bit. Very, very willingly sharing his bananas. Clearly, he's fonder of you than yeah.
And I kind of like, if it would be okay with you, like a little bit of a montage, right, of each one of the witnesses. With Mrs. Higglebottom, Christopher's going to be very much like, if you could just tell us from the beginning everything that happened in the past 2 hours. Spare no detail. We're just trying to get to the bottom of who would have robbed from your employer.
You want to know who would have robbed? Oh, well, I tell you, I see everything around here. I do, and I don't trust that new maid. She's got that look about her. Who else don't I trust? I don't trust the butler. I don't trust half the clerks. Can't be trusted, to be honest. Half of them, some of them for clatch, What else? I mean, I didn't really see anything because I was having a nap at the time. But don't tell the patrician because I'm not meant to be. I mean, I shouldn't really be saying this, but
you can trust us. We're with the watch.
Oh, I was fast asleep.
May I ask what roused you from your nap?
Well, You know, I don't snore myself, obviously, but I heard like it's almost like somebody snored near me and it woke me up. Do you ever get that? You don't snore yourself, but you almost, if you did, you'd wake yourself up by snoring.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but a lady doesn't snore.
No, just like a lady doesn't sweat, she just perspires.
See, I knew you were a gentleman of refined taste.
Thank you so much for your candor. Could you send in the next witness, please?
Oh, yes. Which would you like? Would you like that little squirrely-looking clerk, or would you
Gimble the
like the
clerk.
obnoxious chef? The clerk.
Gimble the clerk.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send them in.
And like and Christopher's just taking notes, and looks up at Cliff and like, well, that was illuminating. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I would normally have made you guys roll some kind of interaction roll, but you drugged my witnesses, so you're getting a free pass on this.
No,
Why not?
the librarian was waiting for the first sign of resistance when then he would have had trouble taking a banana out of the thing, and then he'd very calmly explain how that happens occasionally. Sometimes you need to put a little more work into taking out a banana. And then he'd have lost his shit for a bit, slung the bananas around, and finally gotten a banana and come back to the table, sat down and very calmly eaten the banana.
Yes, certainly. I completely agree.
We've got a hydrate and a stretch redeemed. So
Oh, okay. Here we go. Hydrate and stretch.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
right, thank you, Anna, for that.
Oh, well, I kind of... No, wait, I did it in the right order. Asterisk, stretch, asterisk.
I think that's something the librarian might have done. At least, yeah. Right.
So I take Christopher takes a similar approach with the clerk. Are Gimble's answers any different?
Gimble will tell you an awful lot about the treatise he was reading on the mating habits of the Stolat sparrowhawk at the time. But I did hear a bit of a kerfuffle. It sounded like, it sounded like there were an awful lot of people talking, but when I stuck my head in the kitchens, there was nobody there. And these people who weren't there dropped this. And he hands you a matchbook. So it's from somewhere called the Troll's Head. I don't know the establishment myself. I don't know why anyone here would have been there. But if that's a clue, you're welcome to it.
Thank you.
Yes. Did you know the female sparrowhawk aggressively pursues the male sparrowhawk?
Oh, fascinating! And I pull out like a little baggie out of my satchel, like an evidence bag, and I very carefully put the matchbook in it and zip the Ziploc and put it away. It has a little thing on it that says evidence, but it's written in like really nice penmanship. Really fascinating. I would absolutely this is my advertisement as he hands the clerk a card. I would love on my personal time to meet up with you and discuss more about these birds, as which I'm quite fascinated by the fine art of animal husbandry and bird watching. But could you do me a sweet favor and send in the next witness?
I can. I'm giving a lecture next Tuesday at the university with my uncle Hodgesar. So yes, if you'd like to come along to that, please do. 7 o'clock.
Absolutely, that sounds wonderful. And perhaps we could get a spot of tea afterwards.
If you don't mind, I'd also like to be there.
The more the
I'm
merrier.
a
I've sold.
birdwatch myself. I've
I've
only started
sold.
recently.
I've sold threes of tickets so far, so more would be better. Yes, thank you. Please do come along, and your friend the monkey can come too as well if you want.
Oh shit!
He is not a monkey.
Like
He is an orangutan.
Whatever he was close to, like if he was holding on to some railing, it immediately breaks. And so now I'm going to ask you, storyteller, what would be appropriate, because thematically this would be where the librarian would lose his collective shit. And
Oh no! Get out of here quick!
Go King Kong like no one's business.
I think that would be a normal reaction for the librarian.
But he knows that he's part of the watch. He actually respects Commander Wimes.
Yeah, I mean, and police brutality is frowned upon.
Yes,
so,
and he doesn't do that in the.
Yeah, give me a D6 roll.
A D6. Okay.
Could I intervene there if it does go through?
Yeah.
All right,
you will absolutely have a chance. I will say you've been very fortunate. Failing is good in this instance.
Okay.
And I have rolled a 7.
Oh God.
So don't worry. I've rolled a 7.
No, so I rolled a 6.
Yeah, that's fine. That means you fail, which means you do not succumb to your natural instincts.
All right, Cliff does not need to do anything.
But there is that giant anime, like, Wayne.
Yeah, and you instead of
very plastered, like on like cement.
Instead of
full grin,
succumbing to primal rage and beating this poor fool of a boy to a pulp, you instead throw a banana peel directly into his path as he's leaving. And the next thing you hear is, Sue, they want to see you now! Crunch. And the chef will bustle in, very flustered.
Hello, please have a seat. Have some tea. We have biscuits here. They're lemon. Have as many as you like.
I do not care for your biscuits. Are they even twice baked? I doubt it.
Who's this dude? I'm looking at him.
Oh, my goodness. How rude of me offering a chef simple biscuits from a baker around the corner. I should know better. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It is okay. You will not know. You are not as refined as we here at the palace.
Of course. So, what exactly?
I put on this accent, I'm actually from Jolly Sisters.
Oh, really?
Yes, my name is not Suvid. It's Maud Greenway, but who would buy the fabulous foods of Maud Greenway?
I would. Maud, you should always be willing to be yourself. I am a young man, and I am a witch, and I am a copper that serves the community. Everyone should be able to live their truth, and we're here to help you. Can you tell us anything about who assaulted your kitchen and took the pate that you worked hard on for this gala? Anything you tell us will help solve this case.
Ook.
I did not see anything. I was busy, how you say, icing the cake. It's a 3-tier cake, very elaborate. I had a pastry chef flown in by Giant Eagle from. I am lying to you now. I don't know why I'm doing it. They are also from Dolly Sisters. It's my sister, but people think if you fly them in from Stowe Elliott, it's more exotic.
Exotic doesn't necessarily mean high quality. It just means different.
No, but it does mean an extra $4.
I feel like there's a lesson here about the impact of late stage capitalism on how we interact with one another in society. But let's set that aside for now and see if we can gather clues. So you and your sister were icing this intricate cake. Did you hear anything back in the kitchen?
I knew nothing until the boy who flew across the corridors just now alerted us to a fuffle. And by the time I arrived at the kitchen, everything was it was a mess, and my prize pate was gone, and I need to lie down now.
Do you have any idea who would want to steal your pate? Was it specifically prepared in a way? Do you have any enemies, perhaps, in the supernatural underground who would have wanted to take this pate from you?
There have been rumors of of a gentleman attempting to feed the masses, but they are just rumors. And why would they use my pate? They could buy 17 of Diddler's pies for one slice of pate.
Eek, eek.
Was there something perhaps magical about your pate?
I mean, other than just being the best pate you could ever eat. The magic of food is not magic per se.
Best pate you could ever eat. I mean, that seems worth stealing. Huh. Anything else that you can think of?
I mean, I have often thought of just giving it all up and going and running a little inn in the countryside.
Ooh. Well, I will say this. With your talent at cooking, if you did give it all up and started a little inn in the countryside, I think it would be incredibly successful. And you can most assuredly rely on myself and Cliff and the librarian here to come and visit on holiday.
Perhaps I will devise a menu with 17 different ways to cook a cabbage.
Ooh.
You know what? I think that would be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It'd certainly be unique.
Especially if you incorporated all kinds of different herbs and spices. You could even put how spicy the cabbage dish is based on little chilies on the menu.
I'd love to take my parents there. Someplace like that. They love interesting dining experiences.
If you think of anything else that could help our case, of course, before the gala starts, this is my advertisement. There's a little spell on it that you just whisper into it and I'll hear it. And we'll come find you. Or if you decide to give it all up and open your little inn, please by all means send me a message so I can book holiday to come visit.
I will do that. Thank you very much. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably drop the accent now as well, to be honest.
I'll be right back, folks. Keep going.
Hey, we've been running for an hour and a half. Is this a good time to take a 10-minute break, run a sponsor promo, and then we'll crack on with the second half?
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Sure.
Welcome back to part 2 of our adventure in Ankh-Morpork. When we left our players, they had just been summoned to the palace to try and solve a theft of a particularly delicious and expensive pate. They had a little separation of the party, which is a lot less troublesome than in D&D, I can tell you that. And yeah, they did a forensic search of the kitchens, found some tiny little footprints, and an interrogation of some witnesses, unreliable and reliable between them all, and found a matchbook for the Troll's Head, which our fine officers of the watch will know is a pretty rough pub in the shades. And yeah, now they're going to convene and decide on the next plan of action. So let's jump back into it. So witnesses have dispersed. You guys have come back from the kitchen. You're all in the sitting room. What's the plan?
Can I just ask before we leave the kitchen? I have one question, which is the set of footprints. Did they go in any direction? Were they followable?
They were all over. Anywhere there was flour, there were greasy little footprints. Looked like they've been in and out of cupboards, drawers.
But do they go out of the door?
Excuse me. That was a bad moment to choke.
Well,
Goodness, are you all right?
We all know the rules. If the universe makes the GM choke, you automatically succeed on your next roll. We all remember the rule.
Absolutely. Yes, we all remember the rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. So true.
Just a table courtesy. Great. Okay, good. Well, in that
Looks
case,
like they-
we go
they-
directly to the pate.
Nice try, Rufus. Nice try.
What?
You were leading me in the direction, and I was with you.
Admirable hustle. I love
We
it.
got another. I admire the hustle. I do. I'm with you, Adi. I'm
If,
just saying. But let's
if we
try
were
and
like
get
an
one
hour and
more
a half
scene.
further on, that would work.
You got to save that for like the last 10 minutes when we're like close to running over. That's
Hey,
when you
we've
got to
been
pull that trick.
raided.
We have a raid. Ooh.
Oh, hello, Raiders.
Everyone's raiders. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Welcome,
for
Raiders.
coming
Welcome to
here.
Discworld.
You
Yes.
have
Thanks for the
joined me
raid,
while I'm
Maori
choking.
nerd.
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid.
Great Artuin is probably giving all of you bombastic side-eye.
Yes. So you were saying that you were telling Rufus, Mike, that all the footprints were everywhere and not going in a particular direction.
In and out the doors, in and out the windows. It looks like a...
Now, forgive me though, if there are that many footprints and they're that greasy, my hunch would be to say that if they left the building somehow, they would have gone, either it's one creature that moved around at light speed, right? Or it's a bunch of creatures. And forgive me, I know my character wasn't in the room, I haven't heard this in game, but having heard you say that listening through the door, there were a bunch of different voices, it sounds like there was some sort of gang involved. My hunch would be that with that many greasy footprints, a dog with some sniffer dog capability would probably be able to track the direction of travel that they had gone in. Or at least, I'm imagining essentially, if I can quickly escort us to the Troll's Head, because it turns out that's where they all went, you know what I mean?
They
That's right.
I think it's safe to say that the
Bless you.
footprints are headed towards the direction of the shades for sure.
Of the shades. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Mm.
I thought this was going to be a friendly game.
It's as friendly as the
Does
city you live in.
doesn't
Oh.
doesn't
Yeah,
the
but we live in
librarian have a
Pork.
piece? Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
I don't know about you. I have my Thieves Guild license like paid up, like I'm good. So
Yeah, but
but given the librarian, would he not have some contacts in the shades, actually, if I'm not mistaken?
You're probably one of the few watch officers who could comfortably drink in the shades. You're only a part-time watch officer, and you're a huge orangutan. I mean, not even the most
Yeah,
stupid of
like
Chrysophase's troll gang would rumble with you.
ook.
Okay, so generally speaking, our group will kind of reunite, and between the matchbook and our four-legged detective sniffing out the footprints, when we put our clues together, it looks like we're going to have to go to the shades where this bar is located.
And then the librarian would come up and just like and essentially tell you, I have contacts, I can probably let us in. Quite fair.
Do you know, whenever I've considered the orangutan's voice, it's never been that voice. It's never been the voice of a low-key, cool Asian business.
You changed. You changed.
This is why you never meet your idols.
I should take that as constructive feedback.
Oh, you should.
No, no.
That's so good.
I will
You're doing
forever
wonderful. You're doing great.
imagine
Never
them like that
change.
now, Addy.
Least of all for other people.
He's
No, I
already
think-
he's sulking. He's sulking in the corner, like huddled with
Honestly,
a bunch of
the
bananas.
next time I read some Pratchett against the librarian, that is absolutely 1 million. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I've done something. I have accomplished.
Yes.
So I've decided that on your way to the shades, we've had a raid. It's not a donation, but it's nearly the same thing. So I'm going to roll on the random encounter table and see who you come across on your travels.
Okay.
Nice.
The librarian is keeping his eyes out. He knows he's watching out for the sisters. He's watching out for anything.
It's that's an interesting result, especially with Scroobius with you. You're just entering the first alleyway of the shades on your way to the Troll's Head, and you hear, what's the best way to describe it? You hear a very loud, audible woof, but not a bark. You just hear someone saying woof. Woof,
Without
growl.
turning around in
Woof
what I
growl.
imagine
Okay.
is the way that dogs can psychically, they can have a conversation outside of woofs and growls. It's more of a, I think, without turning
Non-verbal.
around, he says, "Good evening, Gaspo."
Scroobius, what are the bloody coppers doing around here?
I'm looking for a pate.
Oh, we're all looking for a pate, la-di-da.
I don't mean on the head, Gaspo. I mean, someone's been in the patrician's kitchen and left the cupboards bare. I know it wasn't you because your feet are too big.
I mean, my feet are perfectly sized, I think you'll find.
not for a mouth as big as yours, so come on, spill the beans. What's a dog like you in a town like this got to tell a dog like me?
I mean, what's it worth?
Suddenly there's like a movement, and above you on the behind Gaspard, in the nearest drain, like you just find the librarian, like, curled around like a massive bunch of bananas, and he's just slowly peeling and looking at
All right.
Gaspard.
You didn't need to bring the muscle. I ain't done nothing.
At this point, Shagri wanders over, and as Scrooge barks, instinctively Shagri reaches into his pocket and pulls out a dog biscuit. Because one of the things, obviously, that the Scrooge has managed to do is make sure that there's always a plentiful supply of dog biscuits in his pockets for when he gets hungry, and it might be a 5-bone problem. It's that kind of vibe. So there's ham biscuits, and then as Gaspard pulls that face, which I assume you're a bit weary over, he sighs slightly, barks again, and Shagri reaches in for a hip flask, pulls it out, and on the bone pours some beef gravy.
That's more like it. That biscuit, and you look the other way next time you catch my scent.
Ooh.
This dog biscuit, and the next time I catch your scent, I don't chase you into a corner and throw you somewhere, throw you into the Yank for a bloody good wash.
The last thing that got thrown into the Yank was still stood there 4 days later. All right, you got a deal.
Give him the biscuit. I'm a man of my word. I don't, listen, I'm firm, but I'm no monster. There's still honor among dogs.
We just had a $10 donation.
Ah,
There's-
yeah.
Falling leaves.
Thank you for the dono.
Thank
There's
That
you.
means a
Take, you know
Discworld
what I mean?
favourite appears. Another roll on the table.
Remember, we got to resolve this encounter first before we run
Yeah,
into
yeah.
our next one.
Yeah. Okay.
What is
all right.
claimed? Oh, damn.
So what
So you will meet another character momentarily. All right. This is what I know, Gov. There's some fella around here and his organisation, because everyone's got a bloody organisation now, don't they? Stirring up trouble, telling the people that it's not fair that the knobs in the palace eat all this fancy food and they have to live on whatever stew that their mum's cooking tonight.
Yeah.
So
what's this organisation called?
I don't know what the organisation's called. I only know that the fella who runs it goes by the moniker the Gastronome.
Okay, I know what's going on here. Thank you, Gaspard. You've been very helpful. Now, there could be another boneheaded your way. If there are any further details, anything that could make you think a bit harder, old sausage. After all, I would hate to actually bite you, what with you carrying every disease known to man, dog, and elephant.
Some people say that he occasionally meets his cohorts in the Troll's Head. That's all I know. Nothing more.
Who's a good boy, Gaspard? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Christopher digs into his bag and pulls out some of the really fancy jerky. The one that costs like 15 quid a piece. And just hands it over to Gaspo.
Gaspard gets a grudging banana.
Screwbit looks momentarily furious. Where's his? But again, qualms the immediate dog instinct within him in order to remain professional. But you see the flash in his eyes, and he feels shame in it. But it does happen.
Gaspard looks up at Christopher and at the librarian, and just says, "Woof, bark. See, that's how a bloody dog should be treated. None of this interrogating. Woof," and runs off.
A lovely cameo, and I thank you for it.
Yes.
Lovely. Gaspard.
Oh, so sorry. Sorry, Duncan. And he hands another one to his co-worker, to his dog detective friend, and pulls out another piece of the turkey.
You also get a less grudging banana.
That was excellent.
Do dogs
Thank
even eat
you.
bananas? I don't know.
Thank you so much for taking the lead on that one.
And Shaggy pats me and scratches me behind my head.
I'm sorry, but taking the lead is a wonderful wordplay, Hector, and well done. Yeah.
So fun fact: bananas are a safe treat to give your dog.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
The more you know.
You just have to be careful because of the sugar levels. If your dog is diabetic, I don't recommend it. If they're not, all the bananas ever.
You know,
Banana
also,
best
it turns out two things dogs absolutely love: carrots and apples. And if your dog's breath is stinky, give them apple. It's brilliant. Never mind all these big fancy products. Give them some apple. It absolutely freshens that bad boy up.
I will have to tell that to my housemate because our dog's breath is nasty.
Yeah, no, they love it.
Cut
Carrots
out some
and
apples.
Nice.
Wonderful. Yeah, carrots I knew, apples I didn't, so I'll make a note of that.
You just don't give them the pips because it's got cyanide in, but as long as you don't give them the pips, the same as humans, basically.
Yeah.
We don't eat the pips, and neither should dogs.
Should we, if we're going in the shades, should we change?
Oh, can I embark at this point and start dragging people not into the shades but round to the troll's head? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, I mean, so the troll's head is in the shades, but it's on the very outskirts of the shades. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Oh, okay, cool. So the troll's head isn't in the heart of the shades. It's just going to be on the very outer edge.
Yeah, they're cleaning up their act.
Yeah.
They still frown upon coppers drinking in there, but they're used to them coming in for a little bit of information now and then. And
okay, all right. So
they probably won't get it, but they certainly don't get beaten up how they used to.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure that this is a recon mission.
Times have changed. It's not even a real troll's head hanging outside anymore.
Well, that's significant.
That's probably for the best.
So we're in a slightly more civilized. We're in a post-watch, slightly more civilized version of Ankh-Morpork, are we?
Yeah, it's gentrification catches up with us all, but it hasn't quite reached the shades fully at the moment. But
okay, that's okay.
Well on the way.
I've been genuinely panicking. That's why I was like, I want to get us out of the shades because every time the shades gets described in the first books, it's like, welcome death, all ye who enter here without either a bloody big knife or a bloody good plan.
I mean, that would have been a scary cameo if we had the sisters here.
Sorry?
A scary cameo if the sisters had appeared.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can meander to the troll's head without being too deep into the shades, so that's not a problem. And it's a scene the librarian will know well, as we said. So,
Sorry to immediately do this. I will let somebody else get a word in at some point. But can I start sniffing round, please? And I'm sniffing specifically for gnomes.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I mean, we have established it's a D10, haven't we?
We have, I'm
I
afraid.
tied myself into that.
On the way to
Okay.
the troll's head, I am going to stop by a food stand and buy a couple of meat pies and give them to Theodora like I promised.
Cool, thank you. Thank
You're most welcome.
That's
I
very good.
always keep my promises.
You're
And I
very
like
lucky
pie.
that Dibbler
as long as
himself
it's not-
is at the opera house, so you've just got one of his
Oh,
minions.
thank God.
So you don't have to deal with Dibbler.
I've just rolled a 10.
Nice.
I mean, I thought I'd done pretty well with an 8, but no.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can definitely smell gnome, but I mean that's not unusual. Whether it's the same gnome, you couldn't be sure, but you can smell gnomes have been in and out of
But
here.
listen, I'm looking at their greasy footprints.
Yeah, but, I mean, you're
Now,
in
listen,
the shades. There are greasy footprints everywhere.
I'm prepared to let my story of sniffing around the gaff continue as now in the background of the other scenes. But just know that, as things progress.
You may eventually stumble upon some interesting information. Yeah, that role will hold.
Thank you so much.
When we get there, I'm going to start looking around for like a group of gnomes or a gang of gnomes. Because when we interrogated, was it the clerk? He looked in the room, heard a bunch of people, and didn't see anything. Plus, there's the footprints, like putting all the clues together. Christopher, and he'll share this with the rest of the group. His theory is that a gang of gnomes being led by this gastronome character snuck into the palace, stole the pate. Something went sideways, but they were so small that they weren't in the line of sight of the clerk when they looked in the kitchen, and they hightailed it out of there with the pate, and they're gonna eat it and distribute it to people, and we have to get to it before they do that.
That is fair. You don't see a group of gnomes here. The evening's getting on. It's probably about kind of 8 p.m. And the Troll's Head would normally be bustling at this point. You don't know why it's a little quieter than usual, but there's a couple of dwarfs sat at one table. There's the human barman polishing glasses behind the bar, spitting on them to polish them, obviously. But it's a classy establishment. There's a jolly kind of rotund woman dressed all in black, currently sat by the piano with quite a crowd around her, sort of being very loud, very bawdy, but yeah, kind of other than that, not a huge amount of it. You Christopher would probably recognize this lady. If you're not mistaken, it's Githa Og, the infamous Nanny Og of the Lancre Witches.
I am going to I'm going to straighten myself up, straighten my hat, and make my way over there.
She's kind of regaling a tale to a couple of kind of patrons, sloshing a beer tankard around, and she kind of sees you and goes, "Oh, looks, what have we here then?"
Hello, I'm Christopher Winkle with the watch, Nanny Og. I'm also of the Coven of Unorthodox Witches. And I am here because we have a bit of a problem with some gnomes that may have robbed the patrician. And
All right, that sounds like a you problem, dearie.
I know, but they're going to ruin the gala that the patrician is putting on to celebrate Granny Weatherwax's musical that's going on at the Opera House right now.
Granny Weatherwax's musical. It's a bloody travesty, that thing. Esme furious about it. Me?
Really?
I should be furious. What the bloody hell is Gither? Gither? My name's Gither.
I mean, it's a tribute, a musical tribute to a beautiful story.
It condenses witchery down to a pointy hat and a firm stare. It's more than that.
And from behind, Christopher, librarian will come up and just like envelop Gita Og in a massive hug because she's met the librarian. Yeah,
Bloody hell, what are you doing? Don't tell me you're a copper too now. I know, needs must, everything's costing more, got to earn $1 somewhere else. Books will look after themselves from that point. I know. All right, they won't look after themselves. They need you. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Are you all with these people? You all together?
Yeah, we're
friends.
Okay,
What are you doing here, Gita?
I'm just staying away
Yes,
from that bloody...
pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Oh, hello. You're a big boy.
Yes, he is.
Oh, well, thank
I'd like to
you.
work with him. He's so kind.
My parents raised me well.
And tall, it seems. Good raising. I always say that. If you're going to raise somebody, raise them tall. No point raising them down. Raise them up.
It's quite
anyway,
a funny joke.
It's all in the delivery, they tell me. I'm still mastering it myself. I've done plenty of deliveries, though. That's part of the job of witching. So you're looking for a gnome, Mr. Witch here tells me.
Yes. And if you'd be willing to help us, that would be absolutely lovely of you.
I don't know if I have much help for you, but I do have a song about a gnome.
It wouldn't happen to be a gastronome, would it?
I mean, no, it's a gnome that keeps his socks on at night.
Well,
show me the way to go, gnome.
Well,
oh, you know it.
That was somebody in the background.
If he keeps his socks on at night, at least his feet stay warm while he's making love.
That is the general gist of it. Anyway, it's a folk song, so they're all about sex.
It's most certainly one of my favorite activities. And he has this very sweet, sunny disposition, and he's just
so show me the way to go. No. Hang on, wait, I think I might have it. Show me the way to go. No.
Oh no.
Took my socks off as I went to bed. As I flung them at the laundry bin in the corner, they landed on his head. I said, hey, take it off. But the little fella flat refused, so He's gonna keep his socks on. He's only gonna keep the one sock on. Show me the way to go, gnome.
Oh my god.
I feel
No
like the
way.
whole bar like bursts into the song, and we
Oh
all
no,
sing
no,
it
that was.
together.
I imagine. Yeah, they were all singing it.
Yeah.
While this is going on, is there anything in particular that Miss Begot would be able to notice?
Give me a D10 noticer roll.
Do it.
That is a 5.
I rolled a 1. You see everything. If Mrs. Cake was here, you'd see the future before she hears it. Yeah, you see, while you're all like everyone else is distracted by Githa Og, the barman is looking very nervous and is kind of shuffling things away and kind of has walked over to the fireplace and thrown a couple of pamphlets on the fire. Yeah, like this is unsettling them greatly.
Once he turns away, I'm gonna skitter over to the fireplace and try to retrieve those pamphlets.
You're made of stone, so putting your hand in the fire isn't going to really harm you. Let me. How do I resolve this? So you're made of stone. You're not particularly quick, I would imagine. So that's
Yeah, as long as I'm not being looked at.
yeah.
Do not
We're
perceive.
all in the corner singing body songs.
So we're going to say a D6. Roll me a D6 to see how quickly you can snap to this.
That is a 6.
I rolled a 3. Yeah, you retrieve a flyer from the fire before it is anything other than lightly singed, and you just see a flyer. On it is printed the Order Gastronomique meet every Tuesday at the Troll's Head, 7:30 p.m. Reclaim the streets, reclaim the eats.
I'm going to bring that back over to my coworkers.
And we're back.
Yay!
Yay! Are we showing up?
Yippee!
I think, yeah, there we go. It's all resized. Cool. Perfect.
Huh, that's weird.
Tech issues. Yay.
So many tech issues.
Donate $1,000 and we'll eliminate tech issues forever. I'm making unsubstantiated claims here.
Don't make Did I not just say name of incredibly popular channel also gets tech issues? Like channel that has more than $1,000 donations? Like, don't make promises you can't keep.
I'm only here for another like hour and 10 minutes, so you know that's Steve's problem.
I was asking Theodora, because it has to do with food, looking at the flyer while our gargoyle is frozen, and I say, "Oh, I don't know. I just thought you might know something because you really like to eat."
Yes, everything that I eat is freely given, of course.
Oh.
But know nothing about this. But I'm gonna check to see if we have any guilty reps around here. See if they have seen anything. It's in their area.
Yeah, there's like there's a couple of beggars sat in the corner sharing a pint. Obviously sharing a pint because they can't afford to.
Oh, see, Jensa. Ask you a question.
We didn't do it.
Of course not. Didn't see anything. You just
nothing
totally
that some copper couldn't help out with copper?
Of course.
Wait.
Of course.
Wait. Before that, can I? Because I'm good with public relations. Could I try to convince them with just being myself, my good old self?
Yeah, let's say the public relations. You're good. You're the size of a small horse on top of another horse.
I've
So
also got a winning smile and chiseled features, so even though I'm big and burly, I look nice. At least I try to.
you definitely do. Yeah, give me a
Try to
D10
save
roll to
Theodora some money.
Sculpted.
D10?
Sculpted.
loom over these beggars in a charming manner.
I got a 5.
That beat my 4.
Okay, so
Keep beating your roll.
I come over. I kind of lean down a little so that I'm more on their level, and I'm like, "Greetings, fellows. I'm Cliff. I'm Constable Cliff. I'm with the watch. If you could help us, we're trying to conduct an investigation here, and if you saw anything or know anything, we would love if you could share it with us."
Yeah, it's all right. Cliff here is on the up and up.
And up and up and up. I see. Forget the coppers. Not you. I mean, we'll give you this one for free. Just don't tell the duck man. He'll be very upset.
And then Theodore's gonna put like some coppers on the table. It's like,
Look,
Is he the one
I'm
that
not
walked
saying
up
I'm
to the
charging
lemonade
you for this
stand?
information.
no,
But
it
if
was
you
just
want to
given.
leave,
No.
yeah,
it was
if you
just
want to leave that money there, that's absolutely fine by us.
Yeah.
What are you after?
What were we after again?
Something about some gassy gnome or something like that.
Guessing gnome?
I don't
Guessing
know
gnome?
nothing about a guessing gnome. Is that like one of those ones that stands outside of a door and goes, "Oh, I'll tell you lies"?
Can I just ask, what time and what day is it?
It is about 8:30 p.m. now, on a Tuesday.
Right.
So you missed the meeting by about an hour, according to the flyer.
Right, I see. Which took place in the pub.
Yeah.
Right.
Any questions you can ask them.
Any eyes on where they went?
You're on about the gastronome, right?
Nods, like shrugs.
Look, you haven't heard this from us.
Just on the
You
street.
haven't heard it from him because he's not saying anything.
The street whistles sometimes, and it says things.
It does, but
Yeah, I've seen it.
there's
So
a little
right there.
there's a little cafe down the road. Rumor has it that's where the gastronome and his merry band of freedom fighters, I think they call themselves, distribute posh nosh for the likes of us. You can go along, get yourself a fancy knotted bread roll and butter that doesn't look like cat's doings, and all sorts of sometimes there's fish, but it don't look like normal fish. It's like in a shell, and it's a bit slimy, but beggars can't be choosers, so they say. Beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, like fancy doings for all normal folks, and that's where you get it, just at the cafe down the road.
Screwbert looks at Christopher with eyes of Ask him what it's called then.
What is this cafe called? As I am assuming we're all kind of congregating.
It's called Gnome is Where the Heart Is.
Of course. What else would I have expected?
I mean, it'll be officially closed now. But if you kick up a bit of a stink round the back doors, somebody will come and give you some grub.
All right. Well, what do you think? They have been absolutely no help, and she'll wink. It's like no help at all.
No
Waste of time.
No.
Yes, thank you so much for not helping us. You really...
As long as you know that we cannot be bought. No, we can be bought. That's the whole principle of begging. All right, yeah, we cannot give you stuff for free.
Absolutely. Yep.
Right. And
That's
we
right,
definitely didn't have money to give you, so you didn't tell us nothing.
Yeah, if we had have told you something, we would have charged the price for it, as we are contractually obliged to do.
We gave you some stuff so you would stop mumbling and stop ruining our atmosphere, of course. And
yes,
then
and we
Theodore...
told you to piss off Copper
piss off.
Right. Oh.
And then I think Theodore will kind of take one of the cookies that they took from the patrician's kitchen and put on the table. It's like, here's more of and here's more of them.
we may have dropped again. Bear with.
Oh.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Cookie.
Cookie. Might have just been me. I think my screen just said you need to refresh that a little. Cool. Okay, carry on.
And then I'll put the cookies in front of them and just say, if you see mom and dad, I'm doing okay.
I'll remember you to them. Yeah, not a problem. They're doing well, by the way.
Yeah, good. Well, have a good night. And loudly, she'll piss off, get out of here. If you ain't paying, you got out of here.
All right, Copper. They will scuttle off, dividing the few coppers that they've been given between them.
I would like, when we start heading towards the cafe on the street, Christopher, and this is as we're walking and talking, Christopher's going to be like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's like they're feeding people and they're helping people. And I really feel like they're doing the right thing. Should we really be stopping them? I mean, the patrician is rich.
I mean, we're just here to ask some questions. I mean,
I'll agree.
I don't know. I I know that poor man needs the food before the gala, but this doesn't feel right. This is the reason why people don't like us.
Oh no, I'll share your doubts about doing this. But let's at least look around. Let's see if everything is legit, or if there's some nefarious plot, or if they're just genuinely trying to help people, and we'll go from there.
Maybe we could just convince them to give the pate back. And we don't have to arrest anyone.
We'll see. I sure hope we can figure this out without anybody getting hurt.
Yeah, didn't say anything about arresting people. Just said found out where the pate went.
Right, exactly.
All right. But I mean...
So I imagine that Shagri spins round and he says, get the big fella to go round the front and knock on the door and keep them talking, and we'll go round the back and look in.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I love talking to people, so I certainly wouldn't mind their plan.
Plus, they're gnomes. There's literally nothing they can do to a troll.
Tell you what,
Yeah, I'm a bit strong.
just do that thing like you did there before. It was real good work.
Stand there and be friendly.
I can
Yeah.
certainly do that.
So you knock on the front door, and then we go around the back and snoop around, right? And if we find the pate, then we need to give some sort of signal. And between the librarian and Cliff, they should basically be able to round them all up. The rest of us just fall into position, stop anyone from running away. We arrest them. We, do it all by the book.
But they're such nice people.
Yes, but unfortunately, they've stolen from the patrician, meaning that we are very much on the hook to put this to bed as quickly as possible, find the people that did it. It's doing that pays our wages. That's what the watch is it's an imperfect system fighting against chaos.
Well, I completely understand your desire to want to do this by the book. But at the same time, another good goal of the watch is to help the common folk, to make sure that they feel safe and that they're taken care of. Now, I understand that technically, by our rules, these guys are criminals and we should deal with them as such. But I think we should figure out the situation a bit more first before we do anything too rash.
You do understand how the law in prison being charged for the thing they did. If they're really as good and as decent as you say, then that is for other people to judge, not us. That's not our job. We're foot soldiers.
As Scroobius gives this kind of rousing speech to you all, you also hear the words of Captain Commander Vimes ringing in your ears as you remember your first day on the job, where he says, now, the law may not be perfect, it may not always be just, but the one thing it is the law, and we uphold the law. It's not for us to argue what that law should be. That's for our betters to decide. We go out there as coppers and we police.
Maybe you're right. If there's a way that we can figure this out without damaging the community too much, I want to pursue that while still following the law. If there's a way to do it like that, then I'm all for it. If it's not, then we'll figure it out.
Well, at the very least, Cliff, maybe once we arrest them, we can help them find a really good lawyer.
Maybe. And I mean, can someone remind me, what was asked of us regarding the pate?
Oh, well, we have to find the pate and make sure it gets back before the gala.
Ooh, I don't think it's coming back.
Listen, let me give you, this is Shaggy saying this is, I'm still going off my decent enough role to justify this last time, if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah.
That's
But
fine.
think of it this way, if we arrest them and put them in the system, then they've got a chance of the law and justice prevailing. If we don't, it's literally, we've got about an hour before the patrician finds out there's a rebel organisation threatening to overthrow the natural order of things. And what do you think he's going to do to them? He's going to be way less kind to him. You know, there are torturers in there.
Oh,
You know what? You do have a point there. I didn't
Yeah,
consider
we can take them into custody for their own good on some level.
Well, we have a job to do. I don't necessarily like it, but we do. Uh, mm, uh,
Sometimes
and
that's just how life is.
um, and we start heading towards Nomus, where the heart is.
No, is where the heart is. You know what else is where the heart is? Thievery, and we don't stand for that with the law.
Cool.
So I think we're gonna execute the plan. We're gonna have Cliff knock on the front door, try and get their attention, while the rest of us try and sneak in from out back.
Oh, hat.
That's very cool. Watch out.
My mouth is classic.
So Cliff is going to go and be the distraction then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how that goes first of all then. Yep. So you guys
I
approach
can distract people.
You approach Noma's where the heart is. A small, kind of kitschy looking cafe that's very much closed at the moment. But there appears to be kind of some signs of life in like inside. You know what these places are like. People bake into the early hours and then get very little sleep and get up again. Small businesses, they're a 24/7 operation. So yeah, a knock on the door will eventually kind of be answered. And whilst Cliff is looking up
My
at
mouth is
the
not
kind of door, a very small door in the bottom of the door will open, and a little gentleman, about 6 inches or so tall, will kind of poke his head out and go, "We're closed."
Oh, hello there. And I kind of I crouch down. I mean, obviously, even if I crouch down, I don't know. I'm not. I'm probably still a bit taller, but gotta try and get down to their level. Just make sure. Hello there, Mon.
You stay there. Hang on, and you'll hear a little kind of pitter patter of feet, and a little ladder gets put up against the door, and another door about halfway up opens. You kind of poke his head through. Right, that's better. We're closed.
Well, hello there. First of all, I'm Cliff, and it is a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm terribly sorry to be knocking on your door, especially when you're closed and you probably want to go home and relax and do all that stuff. But I've had a very busy day, and I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes.
You're not going to tell me about the word of are you? We've had one of those round already.
Oh no, not at all, not at all. I'm here to talk about your business, a little bit at least.
You're not a health inspector, are you?
Oh no, not that either. It's kind of a personal sort of thing. My parents they want to have breakfast tomorrow, and I completely forgot. And I was looking around, asking people like, "Oh, where can I go to have just a quick, nice meal?" And this place was recommended, and I thought I could talk to you and just see what it would get a bit of a feel of what it's like here. See if you're a good decision.
I mean, we have a whelp review. That's we pay a little dog to go around and tell everyone how good we are. Why we pay a dog, I don't even know. Actually, seems like a ridiculous thing to do. But anyway, I'm gonna have to have a word with our business manager. But anyway, yeah, we do breakfast. We open at 7, 7 sounds good. Yeah, we open at 7.
7?
No need to
7?
book.
Yeah, that's pretty early. Oh, I'll
Yeah.
imagine it. What time do you wake up? I mean, starting at 7?
I generally work until about midnight and then get up about, I mean, it depends. If I'm on the breakfast shift, then obviously I'll get up about 5, get ready, get to.
It's just
Public
mothering
holidays are the
kids.
worst. People are so impatient because it's their holiday and they're like, "Oh, we want everything now, 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 now." But they don't think about the people working on that holiday, do they? No, muggins here. Honestly, this has been quite cathartic. Should probably vent more often.
Maybe you should talk to someone about your grievances, but I mean, you barely have any time, and then in your day, you've got rude customers. I mean, honestly, people should learn how to be nicer to others. I mean, we're all living in the same place. We should all try and get along. I know it can be a bit difficult sometimes, but
you get people ordering the full English and wanting to replace their mushrooms with an extra sausage, as if a sausage is the same thing as mushrooms. I mean, what am I going to do? Give you a quarter of a sausage for that threepence worth of mushrooms that you're not having on your plate?
That definitely sounds reasonable. I mean, they should get something else. They can't handle it. I mean, and not to rag on your business, but maybe they should go somewhere else if the menu isn't to their liking. Don't stink up the place.
That's a really good idea. Yes, go somewhere else for breakfast.
But obviously, I wouldn't want. I mean, but you should be able to have a good business. Make good money and have customers who aren't trying to butt your hair off just because of a little mistake or because they didn't get something exactly the way they wanted it. That sounds absolutely horrendous. It could be absolutely horrible.
This is Chef's Kiss. Please give me a D12 roll for your distraction of this gentleman and getting him to vent his ire.
Imagine I get a 1. I got a 5.
5. We're going to re-roll because we matched, and I don't think equaling is right. So we'll both re-roll.
Oh, okay. All right. I got a 10.
I got a 7, so yes.
Woo!
So while all this is going on, the gentleman is completely oblivious to the noise going on at the back of the establishment, which is where we shall cut now.
Has anybody got any particular claim to being stealthy?
Let's see here. No, but I am witchy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my satchel and pull out just a little bit of feverfew, like a little pouch of it, and sprinkle it into the air and say, Ushfata stealth check. And cast a spell to make us more stealthy. Which probably drives the orangutan crazy.
I think the librarian has got mad climbing skills and can sneak in and out of places quite well.
Yeah.
And he's very open-minded about magic. He's not like your typical wizard.
Okay, just making sure. When you said you worked at the wizard's school, I was like, oh no.
So
I mean, I could be stealthy, but I attract animals to me, so
the question is, with regards to, are you trying to get in, or are you trying to sneak a look through the windows, or?
Oh yeah, no, we don't need. When you said it was the sort of place that baked bread all night, they often keep a door open because it gets so hot in the bakery. So I imagined there was an open back door.
Yeah, and that we would just
distract them at the front, and we'd sneak in at the back. If not, What do we find
Bless you.
Bless you.
at the back of the bakery?
Bless you.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
The door is shut. There are windows open, but I mean, if you want to see whether it's unlocked or not, I mean, go ahead. I imagine Scroobius
I'm gonna
is
try and
doing
climb
that,
in. I'm gonna try and climb in a window. Let's see how well.
Yes, for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you're good at noticing, so you would see if anything was in there. You're observant. You
Yeah.
have the advantage of Christopher's stealth spell, which probably is I don't know, just makes you a little bit quieter than you would normally be.
And yeah, I mean, L space parkour specialist.
And yeah, and the parkour specialist with you. Let's go between you. We'll have one d12 roll between you, so it's like
Ooh.
whichever you wants to roll. You don't have to roll highly.
Do you want to go for it, Papi?
Uh-oh. Wait.
Go for it.
Oh, I need to roll as well?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Just
D12
one person roll between the three of you that are.
Oh, just one person roll? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
What are we rolling? What dice? 10?
D12.
A d12.
12.
Nice.
D12? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, since we're all doing it in a group thing. Okay. 10.
Not bad.
10 is more than enough. I could not beat that with my dice. So yeah. So yeah, kind of the librarian scuttles up, opens the window a little bit wider. Misbegots and Ampersands goes through the window, down the inside, has a quick kind of check around. Nobody around by the looks of it. Comes, opens the door from the inside latch it was on, and it swings open, allowing you all access.
Can I roll for pate?
Uh,
Can I get a sniff of pate anyway?
Let's have a d10 roll.
Thank you.
Ah, yes.
You have to beat a
All
6.
Yes.
Come on.
Which I do not. It's a 2.
Oh.
Okay, the smells in here are overwhelming. It is a mixture of breads and mother sauces, and
yeast
and herbs and spices. Just too much. It's a sensory overload, and to the point where actually I think for the first time we'll institute a consequence of a fail. I think your nose is overloaded, and you're for probably a good 24 hours. You'll be downgraded to a D6 for smell checks.
Oh no!
You know what happened? He went past a Guild of Seamstresses warehouse, and yep.
Lordy.
All reliable ain't so reliable now.
It's just so much. It's just bread. It was just smelling in so much bread.
Bless you.
If you know, you know.
Bless you. So we snuck back into this kitchen area. We're just sort of looking around. Let's see here. I am, while the dog is sniffing, I'm looking with my eyes, right? I'm like, and I look over at Theodora and to the librarian and to Ampersands, and I'm like, all right, let's look for the pate and alert the others if you end up seeing any of the rest of the gnomes. And I'm just going to sort of lead the group in searching the kitchen for the pate. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Unmuting
muted.
is a free action.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't find any evidence of the pate that you're looking for in the kitchen. It appears to be kind of, it's at that ebb that a kitchen has where like the next day's prep hasn't been done yet, and they're keeping quite a tidy par level for those that have ever worked in hospitality. But as you rummage through very quietly, you come to a pantry door, and you open this pantry door, and you're just greeted by the back of a leather swivel chair, and all of a sudden the light pops on, and the swivel chair turns round, and at first glance you'd imagine there's nobody in it, until you look a little bit closer, and there is a small gnome with a chef's hat on, spatula in one hand, whisk in the other, tattoos all up his arms, shock of kind of blonde hair coming out the side, and you're pretty. That's not a chef's jacket. That's like a Hawaiian shirt they're wearing.
Oh, it's Gordon Ramsay, isn't it?
He just looks at you and goes, "Well,
Oh, no.
took you long enough. Name's Fiery Guy, but you can call me the Gastronome."
Fiery Guy.
It's the gastronome.
The gastronome.
Shagri immediately walks over and attempts to put
Gnome
handcuffs on him.
Fury.
Like little gnome-sized handcuffs.
Fiery Guy just smacks Shagri's hand back into Shagri's hand with his spatula and just goes, "No, bad boy."
Shagri scampers away and hides behind Scroober.
Ooh.
Oh.
Look at him like, I tried. You know?
Oh, so gastronome, what do you have any idea what happened to this pate?
Oh, the pate. Yes, of course you'll hear about the pate, because the patrician's pate goes missing, and all of a sudden everyone cares about what's going on down here, don't they?
No, just the poor person whose job it is to make sure that it was served. A working class person like yourself that is going to get into a lot of trouble if that pate is not returned in time for the patrician's gala.
Oh, cook him! Cook him!
You want to help people? You're not helping the people that work for the patrician. You're putting them in trouble.
You make a rousing point, but they are paid very handsomely and can probably do with it. Look, all I'm trying to do is stir things up a bit. And if this pate leads to some kind of foie gras d'etat, then who am I to intercede? Shouldn't we have nice food?
Food was
Well,
pretty good.
yes, but this is causing a lot of trouble, and you stole that food. Somebody worked hard to make that pate.
Don't we work hard for the scraps that we have to feed on?
Well, I didn't say that.
It's making sense.
Scroober looks imploringly at Cliff, like, just pick him up and let's get out of here.
I'm not there. I'm all the way at the front.
Yeah, Cliff's at the front. We're all there.
Apologies, yes. I thought this was the same creep, but it's not. It's different. Yes.
Yeah. Look.
I have a proposition. Oh,
We
questions
don't
are
consort
good.
with criminals.
Cliff, you're not there.
Thieves count.
It's not Cliff. It's my alter ego, Canyon.
That is a question I was hoping you would not ask. I am not with the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is a fascist organization, and I will have no part of them.
So you conducted a theft, and you don't have a license with the Thieves Guild.
Get anti-guild. Oh, they are in lots of lot of trouble. Not just us.
I will deal with the guild as and when I have to deal with the guild, just like you'll have to deal with the Fools Guild eventually for impersonating them, I'm sure.
I have
Oh yeah,
not
I got a
insulted
vicious
you.
tongue as well as mad skills.
I haven't insulted you at all during this entire interaction. Neither have I decided to charge you with resisting arrest, which technically you just did by not allowing those handcuffs on you.
You'll never get me, copper.
Can the librarian, can Screwbit just look at the librarian imploringly now?
Yeah, a hand just comes out of from the ceiling and just goes, hello, like, ook.
Ah!
What was that?
Sorry, what?
I didn't know the watch had a monkey as well as a university.
Oh, no.
I punch him.
Misty God is getting the heck out of there.
Oh, he used the M word.
He used the M word.
Oh no!
I punch him like twice.
That's a big punch for a small gnome.
D10 roll, buddy.
I mean, this is the second time today. D6. What am I rolling?
D10, and you have to beat a 4.
These
D10.
NPCs have a death wish.
I rolled a 9. I'm not gonna lie.
This
Get his ass.
Sparked out.
Oh no!
Slap the taste buds right off his tongue.
Like a couple of seconds go by, and then he kind of shakes his head. That was a slip of the tongue.
The red rage roils in his eyes as he just.
Apologies, sir.
Why did you call him that?
It's fine. It's fine.
Can he ask him that as we're all walking back towards the guardhouse, back towards Pseudopolis Square? Pseudopolis Yard, sorry.
He will give you the location of the pate. It is perfectly intact. It has not been distributed yet.
Okay. Yeah.
And as you're walking back, you may interrogate, or back at the yard, you may interrogate.
Yeah, we're gonna get Cliff. This is what I'm imagining and what I want to spitball. I like this idea of the gnome gastronome has like 2 black eyes, and he's got like the little handcuffs on, and the orangutan has him, and we just kind of come up behind Cliff, all of us, with like the pate like intact, saying, Cliff, we need to get to the guardhouse. We have the suspect.
I think what was it?
If you need any help, Haga, what happened to him? Which one of you did that?
He used the M word.
He said that word.
The librarian just starts whistling innocently and looking intently at the nearest wall.
Oh, well, I don't usually approve of violence. I think I can look the other way in regards to this one.
Oh, we'll file a report with IA, but still, he shouldn't have used he shouldn't have used the M word.
Look,
Perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable reaction.
I have a question for everyone.
No, sometimes.
Hold on, Theodora. What do you say? Just a second.
I have a question for everyone. How long has it been since the pate's been missing?
Oh,
Yeah, what does my watch say?
Does anyone have a clock?
probably
Good sense of
o'clock.
time, maybe?
It's gotta be a couple hours, right?
Yeah, it's probably about 9 p.m. You know that kind of you've got another 30 minutes or so before the opera house starts kicking out.
It's been a couple hours, right? It's against health regulations to have serve food that's been out this long, so it's no good anymore.
What?
Well,
we can't serve it, right?
well, they
Theodora!
wanted it back, so we have to give it back, right?
Well, it's a health hazard now.
Theodora, I can buy you a couple of more meat pies if you want, but we actually have to give this back.
Theodora, this has to do with our job. I know you're hungry, and we can get you
I'm
more
not
food.
hungry. I just want to throw it in the
but
trash
you-
because it's bad. She's winking.
Huh?
I just want to throw it in the trash because it's gone bad, and we certainly can't take back a gone bad pate, can we?
Well, considering how selfish these rich people have been, maybe they deserve to eat bad food. And I wink back.
Oh. Well, I mean, they did ask us to retrieve it, and if we have it now, we should give it back to them, no?
Well, maybe not for you. And I pull out, here is an advertisement for a really good lawyer for the gastronome. And I hand it to the poor gnome at the front door.
The gnome at the front door will take it. It's the card for Mr. Slant, the infamous zombie lawyer. And you can look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and make sure that you bring all of his friends as character witnesses for feeding the community.
you're a very strange copper.
I'm just trying to
shut
do
the
the
door.
right thing. And I just give
librarian just gives you a big thumbs up.
The gastronome in his handcuffs at this point will go. Did I just hear you two having a conversation about whether or not to steal the pate yourselves? I mean, that just sounds really hypocritical.
I meant
The
to just
librarian just
apparently
I meant to
being a
just leave it.
copper.
squats down. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Apparently, that's the order of the day for coppers, isn't it? That we're all hypocrites. Humph. And just start like marching down the street, with the one leaden foot and then the other like swinging the other around with the pate in my hand proudly. And it feels like
I could take the gastronome off your guys' hands. Don't want him getting away. Like, I can basically just hold him with one hand.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, makes sense.
So I'm not and we're just heading out if we have to split up to return the pate and to take him back to the guardhouse, or are we able to do it all in like one trip?
Yeah, you can kind of take the long route round, return the pate to the patrician's palace, and you have a time to kind of chat before you lock this gnome in a cell, and then realize that that's not going to quite work. So you find a box.
There
put
is
them in for a bit, punch some air holes in.
There is one small detail I want to do in order to honor some of the stuff that we found out during the interrogation scene. I want to give the information for the order gastronomic to the chef. I want to leave that for her because she talked about how she loves cooking, and she also talked about how she wants to start her own little inn. And I kind of want to point her in the direction of these people because I think she might be happier with them feeding everyday people. My little.
Oh, well, I think that's a mighty gesture.
Mm-hmm. my good deed for the day.
Now we go on to do bad deeds. Yes, it's me, Canyon. Yeah.
Hush, Kenyon. We prefer Cliff. Yeah, so we're all like kind of together again at the guard station after returning the pate.
Yeah, so you kind of return the pate, you come to the guard station, you've had to listen to various kind of pleas from the gastronome as you've been carrying him back. But he eventually looks a very resigned figure as you put him in his little hastily made cell for a gentleman of his size. He goes, I just had an idea to help people, and maybe I went about it the wrong way, and it's a fair cop. I did steal, and I didn't have a thieves license, and I did take stuff that didn't belong to me, but maybe I can just have a sit down with a patrician and we can thrash this out, and we can work out some system where maybe all this food doesn't go to waste, and you know, we can start lifting people up rather than keeping them down. And that's all I really want.
That sounds absolutely wonderful.
I agree.
I think you should go for it. You never know.
Yeah, maybe that's my future. Fiery guy, the politician.
Mhm.
I could be the next patrician.
Let's make sure you got your licenses.
All right. Detective Dunican, maybe it was a good idea after all bringing him in.
I think you've all done a really good job, and I will serve my time. And if parallel worlds have taught us nothing else, it's that you can get to the top again, even if you're a convicted criminal. So you know, there is that.
That's the spirit. Except in some cases.
Right.
The rest of the evening passes uneventfully. You hear a few mumblings of discontent from officers as they come back into the yard house who weren't invited to the after party. Some who didn't understand what the big fuss was about with the musical. Others who will be singing the songs for months and months and
That
months.
new arrangement of the wizard staff.
Yeah. It's not just got a knob on the end, it's got two mouths.
Bells and whistles.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, at the end of the day, what was an interesting night in Ampmore Pork is soon forgotten and everything returns to normal. But maybe in a couple of years, when a little gnome gets out of prison, the patrician will have a little meeting with him and discuss where his future lies. But until then, the disc will keep on turning, and the watch will keep on convincing people that all's well, even if underneath it's really not. That is our story.
Yes.
Nice.
My mouth is
I hope you all enjoyed.
Oh.
Had a lot of
Oh,
fun.
it was
That was
great.
amazing.
Thank you.
So
You were all fabulous. As the only stream to finish.
And we made it
in
through
time,
without anybody donating $100.
Oh, phew.
Whew.
Thank goodness. We did pass $600 overall for the stream, so that's cool.
Awesome.
Woo.
In the strange hours that we are, there is need to do some fact checking. What's coming up next? Up next, we have game 4, which is game 4. Oh, is Lenny running a game of? Yeah, Daggerheart, which is very
Daggerheart.
Daggerheart, yes.
Look
Ooh.
forward to that greatly. So as we're the only stream to finish in time, let's do some proper outros. Let's have you all tell us who you are, where we can find you on socials, and yeah, one fun fact that nobody knows about you.
Oh,
Yeah, why not? And let's kick us off with Hector.
hello. My name is Hector. You can find me on Blue Sky at keiichiokami.itch.io. You can also find me at keiichiokami on Instagram. Lots of cool photos. That's where you can find me. All kinds of AP streams and things are announced on there all the time. I'm here on Pantsless Tables. I'm the steward of House of Dreams, where we're always running all kinds of fun things. And one fun fact about me, for 2 years, I was the convention chair for Anime Kanji, San Diego's first ever anime and pop culture convention back in the 2010s. And it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people don't know that about me.
Awesome. In Discord style, we're going Widdershins this time. So Rose, over to you.
Hi again, Rose Blossom, or Rose for short. I am happy to have played Constable Cliff in this one short of Discworld. You can find me on YouTube and Blue Sky at roseblossom2468. I like share. I'm an aspiring voice actor, and I like sharing voice acting stuff and stuff like this. When I can. As a bit of a promo, tomorrow I have a game with Records of the Realms where we're going to be playing a D&D one-shot where we're going to be a part of this tournament, and it's going to be fun. I made a cool character for that, and I can't wait to show him off. Yeah, thank you to everyone who donated.
Awesome. Next up, I've lost. Which way am I going? Yes, Rufus.
Hello, I'm Rufus. You can find me on Blue Sky, rufushound.wtf. Everything else I've shut down, so don't look for me anywhere, apart from obviously on OnlyFans. But then if you were looking there, you'll have already found me. This was fun. Thanks, fam. As a big Terry Pratchett fan, this was super fun. So good job, everyone, especially Mike. Lovely to have a moment with Gaspode. So thank you doubly for that.
No, that was a wonderful moment. Any fun facts you want to share?
A couple of Christmases ago, I wrote in 2000 AD one shot of why's my brain gone completely? I was only talking about it earlier. Give me 1 second. Come back around.
We'll circle back.
Yeah, circle back.
Yeah. Lynn.
Hey everyone, I'm
Denver.
Lynn. Gremlin art, pretty much everywhere on socials, Blue Sky, Instagram, all those places. You can find my art there, as well as numerous APs I'm in, including a Sad Girl by Moonlight game and some Star Wars. So yeah, check it out. This was so much fun. Thanks for running and letting us kind of like be the watch in the city. I love it. It's my favorite series, and it was fun to kind of inhabit that for a little while and play with y'all.
It was an absolute pleasure. I think we've lost Denver. Do you have a fun fact then while we're there? People might not know about you.
I have successfully bribed the neighborhood crows to be their friend.
Nice.
That works for me. Denver appears to have lost connection, so we'll just skip on to Addy.
Oh, wait, Denver's back.
Denver's back? Oh, Denver's back. Amazing. We'll go to Denver then.
Yeah, I
if
had to
they,
refresh
if they
my
can hear us.
video.
don't
Yeah, I
see
can hear you.
them Here. No.
I'll tell you what, while we're negotiating that, let me tell you it was Strontium Dog. The moment I said, come back to me, I remembered it. It was one of those. So not many people know that. I wrote an issue of Strontium Dog in 2018.
That's cool. I'm seeing Denver on screen, but I'm not seeing them in here, in the video. Is everybody else seeing them in video?
No.
Not the back.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
How weird.
Okay. Hey y'all, I'm Denver, she, they. You can find me on Blue Sky as Dendinius. Wow, words are hard. On Twitch as
Do you know when you'll
DJD20
manage to
and
do that outro, Cam? Please. Oh, now I can see Denver.
Yes.
Yay, Denver's there.
Back.
on Pantsless Tables. Fun fact.
Superb. Now,
Oh,
Addy.
good luck with that. Hope it's fun.
Indeed. Hello, people of the internet. I've been RDMK. You can find me at Noonlight Creations on Instagram and RDMK on Blue Sky. Thank you all for your patience with my shenanigans of wanting to play the librarian, but I had an electric boogaloo with this magnificent ape, and I thank you for being the foil that allowed me to do this. And Mike, fantastic game. But yes, GG's y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Any fun fact for you, Addy, or
I was, there's something that you don't know. I was part of a record-setting bootlegging incident in college where 6 people bootlegged and smuggled 176 bottles of alcohol from one state to the other.
I mean, yeah. I've got to follow that.
It still hasn't been broken. It's a record that has stayed. Yep.
So cool. Yeah, thank you all for playing with me, for indulging the difficulty that is writing a game for a game that doesn't fully exist yet, which I discovered, which is fun, and I hope once the full rules are out that I'll get to shine a bit more light on it, because it's a world I love. I have been Mike, your storyteller. You can find me on Blue Sky at Run Like Craig, on Instagram at Run Like Craig 1979. Because I'm old, I've posted like 3 photos on there in my life. But you've got to have it now, because you've got to be down with the kids. So yeah, I won't go to TikTok. I'm not 14. And yeah, fun fact about me, which will probably only really be relevant to Rufus and Callum, who's listening in the background, as a quintessentially British thing. But I once auditioned to be the Milky Bar Kid.
Hey! They had that in the States.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So yeah, I auditioned to be the Milky Bar Kid. I did not know I was going to audition to be the Milky Bar Kid. again, it was a go along with my father to something thing that he was reporting on, and they went, does your son want to audition? And I went, yeah, okay. So there you
Either
go.
way, free chocolate.
Pantsless Pride back to on schedule. So I'm going to take that as a win. We had a break and tech issues, and yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for donating. Keep them coming in. PFLAG is a wonderful cause. So yeah, keep the donations coming in. Thank you for not making me tear up my notes, because I doubt I'd have got through this otherwise. Thank you all you guys for playing. Thank you Callum for producing. Thank you Steve for facilitating. Please enjoy Daggerheart with Lenny after us, and we're going to say goodbye. So bye.
Bye.
Bye.